Welcome back to the Easy Alley Guide channel. I'm Jen Harries, and today we're going to talk about the WordPress Admin Dashboard and how it is to navigate when you don't have a mouse. I'm here on a demo site, and let's say I want to edit my sample page. This is under Pages, and then I have to get to Sample. So with the keyboard, I'm going to hit Tab for a while. Tab through the Post menu, tab through the Media menu, and finally I get to the Pages menu. Here I can press Return. Now that we've entered Pages, now I have to get to the actual page that I want to visit, which is the sample page. So I'll hit the Tab on my keyboard, and now I've got Skip to Main Content. Well, that's helpful. I get to skip the entire left sidebar. And that brings me into the very top of the pages. So I get to tab through a bunch of elements up here, and then I finally get to the actual pages, and I can tab through and finally get to edit the sample page, which is what I wanted to do. Now that I'm in the sample page, I can press Command K and get the built-in WordPress command palette. But unfortunately, that only works when I'm in the block editor, which, quite frankly, is not all of the time. So that doesn't help me really navigate around the site. It's even worse if I turn on my screen reader. Now that my screen reader is active, I can press Command K.
Command palette search commands and settings.
The focus doesn't really align with the actual box.
Highlight P. You are currently on a group. Highlighted P. Ost highlighted P. Highlighted P. Ost highlighted P. Ost form element not found. Command suggestions form element not found. Command suggestions list box.
So as you can see, that went rather poorly. I can't really interact with the list box. In fact, if I try it in the Safari browser, I can't even type in this box with a screen reader. So this really doesn't help people who need to use assistive technology. But what about some of the other options out there? So there is an add-on called Turbo Admin, and I have installed that in my browser, so I'll activate that, and we'll see how it goes with the screen reader. So here I activate.
Edit text, blank. You are currently on a text field inside of web content.
So here I can see that things are selected, but none of these are read out by the screen reader.
List 107 items. Link, search, all post types.
So here I've used the screen reader to navigate to the next section, so now I can in fact select items. So I am going to activate that link.
Edit page sample page Kaya theme demo.
Unfortunately, the Turbo Admin extension does not manage the focus and keep it within the dialog. Because of this, the screen reader loses the focus for the command area, and I can no longer interact with it or use it. It's just now blocking my screen. So now I'm going to activate CommandUI and see how that does for accessibility. And I'm going to use Command K to get it started. Here we are in the command palette. I'm just going to turn on an accessibility feature. To do this, I'm going to type in A11Y, A11. I don't even have to put the Y on the end because it's already suggested internal accessibility. And what I want to do is just disable pre-selection of the first search result. This can help for some people with screen readers, and this can also help for some people who have cognitive load issues, which can include just about anyone on a bad day with a bad headache. So that's already been handled. Now I can just hit delete on the keyboard, and it's going to take me back. So here I want to visit the sample page and edit it again.
Command palette type a command or search.
Okay, so now I want to go to the sample page. So now I'm gonna go use the down arrow.
Go to shortcut, G then T, click post types shortcut, P then T, clickable.
So I used the down arrow and then I selected the post type search and I pressed return on my keyboard. Now it wants to know what kind of content I want to do. If I'm not sure where I'm at, I can use the voiceover navigation.
End of. Act post type search. End of. Active scopes. Group.
So the group tells me that there's a group of items, then tells me that I'm on post type search.
Command entry type to search across all post types or filter by type.
So now I'm told that I can search for stuff, so I'm going to start typing sample. And then I want to see what kind of results I got from that. So I'm going to just use the keyboard and I'm just going to press the down arrow.
Page greater than sample page. Clickable.
Yep, that is definitely what I want, is the go to the pages section and edit the sample page.
Sam.
So Sam was what I had written in there. Now I have a couple of options. I can use the down arrow to see my options.
View. Clickable. Edit. Clickable.
And now that I'm at my sample page, I do want to edit it. So I'm going to go ahead and press return to edit the page. So now I'm on my page, and let's say I did some editing and I want to take a look at how those edits are on the front end. I can again hit Command K to activate the CommandUI.
Command palette type a command or search.
Now that the command palette is open, I can use the down arrow to navigate through my available options.
Sample page greater than view a new tab shortcut. V. Clickable.
So this is exactly what I was looking for, and it's even going to open it in a new tab for me so I don't lose my place in my current editor. So now that I'm on the front end, I have pulled up the command palette again, and I've selected the plugins from the option list because I'd like to add a plugin to the website. Here I'm now added the plugins, so now I can use the down arrow to see what kinds of options are readily available to me.
Search repository shortcut. P then R. Clickable.
Sounds great. Let's search the repository. Now that I've done that, I can use the down arrow to see what's available to me.
Elementor website builder. Contact form. Yoast SEO. Classic editor. WooCommerce. Akismet anti-spam. Spamford WooCommerce. Classic editor. Classic editor. Clickable.
So let's say I want to add the classic editor, or I can always type and look for some other plugins, but let's just add the classic editor and see how the plugin does in terms of notifying me about what is happening when I install a plugin. So I've selected the classic editor.
Install. Clickable.
I've used my down arrow to again find out what my available instant options are. Okay.
Install and activate. Clickable.
Ooh, install and activate. That one sounds great. Let's do that.
Classic editor. Classic editor. Clickable. Installing classic editor. This may take a few seconds. Installed and activated classic editor.
So that was really great from an accessibility point of view, since it waited until the screen reader read out the previous content before it read out the recent notifications. So let's say I want to go and find out now what kinds of plugins I have installed. I'm going to use VoiceOver and go back and find out what I have.
Repository. Plugins. Active scopes. Group.
So here I know that my active scopes
Plugins.
is plugins.
You are currently repository. End of.
I used the delete key to clear out my previous scopes, so now I don't have any. So now I can go to my plugins and I want to find out what is active. I can do this with some short keys by just typing P and then go ahead and take a look at what options I have
Sample
available.
page greater post types plugins. Clickable. P.
So my plugins was available. Now let's see what options I have from that.
Search repository. Activate shortcut. Deactivate shortcut. P then D. Clickable.
So if I want to deactivate plugins, well, they must already be active. So I can basically see a list of my active plugins right here on the front end of the site. So I've selected that, so let's go ahead and toggle things down and see what's going on.
CommandUI. Clickable. Elementor. Clickable. Fluent SMTP. Manage WP. Max Mega Menu. Ginks Helper. Click Redis Object Cache. WordPress Importer. WS Form Lite. Classic Editor. Clickable.
So let's say I want to get rid of the WordPress importer. Maybe I did a quick import and now I'm done with it. That's kind of a one-time use plugin. So I will just use the up arrow to go back to where I was.
WS Form Lite. WordPress Importer. Clickable.
Perfect.
Deactivated WordPress importer.
And it told me that it's been deactivated, which is exactly what I want to do. If I'm done with the command palette for now, all I have to do is hit escape. Or if I ever just trigger it by accident, all I have to do is hit escape.
Thanks for watching. I'm Jen Harries from the Easy Alley Guide, where we try to make accessibility easier to implement through done-for-you services, tools, and processes. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps our channel. You can subscribe to our channel for more accessibility tips and to be notified when new videos are released. For more information on web accessibility, including services, tutorials, and more, please visit easyalleyguide.com. Thank you so much again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.